Greetings, happy Thursday. Now, I'm making this video for your critical essays number 2. I'm going to go over the comments that are left on your papers. Some of you are still turning in trash. Don't turn in trash for these. But since we're going to have 5 or 6 of these, um, you still have an opportunity to get your score to average out to a good grade. All of these small critical essays will average out to a score. If you get, well, I went over this already, but if you get 350s and 300s, then your average score would be a 70. And then however many extra credit points you did for this critical essay period will be added to that 70. So if you did 2, that means you have 14 extra credit points, and then that'll be an 84 for the critical essay average. So that's how it works. But stop turning in trash. That's 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 the main point of these critical essays. Stop turning in trash. You know the essay structure: attention grabber, main point, thesis statement. For your body paragraph, topic sentence, followed by support details, examples. For the conclusion paragraph, reword your thesis, mention your main point, and with the clincher. If you don't have those things, you cannot get 100. It's going to be a 50. If your MLA is messed up, you cannot get 100. It's going to be a 50. These are short essays. You can proofread them. Make a checklist. Make a checklist of things that you know are supposed to be in your paper, so that you can check it off and get 100. If you think that I misscored your paper, let me know. Just show me where I marked off, or I put a comment on there that was wrong, and then you can get those points back. I'm always up for that. Um, but you have to be right though. So let's go over some of these. Let's go over well, all of the comments that I left. All right, here we are. All right, so the first one is don't forget your corrected header. If your header it doesn't have your last name and the page number up there, it's not a correct header. So I'll put that comment. Don't forget your corrected header. Make sure your entire essay is the same font, size, and color, even the header. If your header is a different font, size, or color, I'm going to put this comment, and that means it's wrong. Don't skip lines. Go right to the next line. There shouldn't be any empty lines on your paper. The whole paper is double spaced, but don't hit, for example, don't hit enter twice and leave an empty line anywhere in your paper. Yeah, you don't have a works cited page. We're not doing works cited pages yet, so you shouldn't be skipping any lines. Indent every paragraph 1/2 inch on one press of the tab key. The first line of every paragraph should be indented 1/2 of an inch. If it's not, it's wrong, and you can't get 100 for that. Especially because when you do that, I can't tell how many paragraphs you have, and I'm not going to guess for you. The indentation is there for you to indicate to your audience where your paragraph begins. Don't don't count on me to guess where you're trying to make a paragraph. And I'm saying these things very straightforward and matter of factly so that you understand these are standard things. These aren't things where it's any subjectivity to it. These are standard. Start with an attention grabber, not a thesis. Cleverly engage your audience first. I I wrote this, I put this on your paper if you started with your thesis statement. Where does your thesis statement go? It's the last sentence of your introduction paragraph. It's not the first sentence. Thesis statement um, comment. Your thesis statement should be a single, complete sentence that tells the main idea of your entire paper in a self-explanatory way. If I put this on your paper, it means that the last sentence in your introduction is either not a thesis or you have some undefined pronouns in there. And I'll go over this in the essay structure lesson and a couple other lessons. Your thesis needs to be self-explanatory. Someone should be able to read that sentence all by itself, alone, and tell what your paper is about. So if you have any pronouns in there, make a note to say exactly what those pronouns are. Don't write this or that or she or he. Write exactly what you're talking about. Write exactly who you mean. Your reworded thesis should be a single complete sentence that tells the main idea of your entire paper in a self-explanatory way. Your thesis and your reworded thesis should be the same thought, just in different words. And they both should explain the main point of your idea of your paper in a self-explanatory way. Be careful that your introductory phrase doesn't make it seem like this statement is dependent on information outside of itself. These sentences must be self-explanatory. This is going to be a comment that goes on your thesis statement or a topic sentence. Topic sentences and thesis statements must be self-explanatory. Your thesis statement tells the main idea of the entire paper in a self-explanatory way. The topic sentence tells the main point of your body paragraph in a self-explanatory way. Topic sentences, just like thesis statements, should be single sentences that tell the main point of the paragraph in a complete and self-explanatory way. Transition sentences should begin by talking about the current paragraph's topic and end talking about the next paragraph's topic. This goes along with this next comment, which is this would make a good transition sentence, which should go at the end of the previous paragraph. This paragraph needs a good topic sentence. A lot of you have been putting your transition sentences as the topic sentence for the next paragraph. And this is for people who have more than one body paragraph. So if you have more than one body paragraph, then you need a transition sentence at the end of one body paragraph that transitions into the next body paragraph. The topic sentence for that next body paragraph should not talk about anything in that previous paragraph. The topic sentence is just for that body paragraph. The topic sentence basically tells what that paragraph is about. It tells the main point of that body paragraph, and then you give examples, support, and details. If your topic sentence talks about something in a previous paragraph, that sentence does not belong in that current paragraph. It belongs in that paragraph wherever you're talking about that thing that you mentioned. So topic sentences tell what that paragraph is about. It tells the main point of that paragraph. Leave the transition to the sentence at the end of the previous body paragraph. I'm saying it in different ways just to try to make it, get stuck in your brain. All right, and this last comment, I actually had to write this one in to some of your papers, but that last critical essay, my favorite watch, um, the skill that you were supposed to exhibit or practice in that essay was formatting your titles. That was the whole purpose of having that topic for the essay. Whatever your favorite movie is, whatever your favorite show is, you had to format the title of that show. That was the whole point. Um, so to do that essay and to not format your title, you're not proofreading your work. And yeah, um, yeah. So if you're going to turn in things, proofread your work. Just make sure you proofread your work. Make a checklist of everything that you need for an essay. And when you proofread your paper, go down the checklist and make sure you have all those things covered. Because if you don't, and I have to mark it off, you cannot get 100 on that paper. You can't. So you can do it. They're only 3 paragraphs. I don't require you to do 10-page papers. I could have you do a 10-page paper and then take off all these markings on it, which might leave you with like a 25 score, but we're not doing that. Just doing 3 paragraphs. You can proofread, you can proofread 3 of your own paragraphs. You can do it. And you can make it, you can make it perfect. You can do perfect MLA. Perfect MLA is standard MLA. Standard MLA is perfect MLA. You can do it. Don't be afraid of that word perfect. You can do it. All right. If you have any questions, make sure there's specific questions and shoot me an email or sign up for an office hour. And we can go over some stuff or talk and I answer your questions and stuff. All right. Later.